Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to the Altars, where I just wanted y'all to see that the loading screen is giving us tips on the level of don't overwork yourself into unconsciousness because it might slow you down the next day. Sometimes I wonder who these tips are for. Hey, who's in there, do you think? That guy looks like me. What the hell?
Hey man, can you hear me?
I feel like I shouldn't
Where am I?
have to click on that, given that I pressed the button to open the
What is
thing.
this? Take it easy. You're on strong sedatives. What the hell?
I have to say, I like for the most part, I really, really like the actor's vocal performance, and I think that one of the huge downsides of hewing to realism instead of coming up with some sort of like actual visual style is that like you create for yourself quite a mountain to climb as far as like the microdrama of the human expression and the way that just like the thing that the model there did just kind of didn't connect with the performance. Like, why do this to yourself? Why not just like animate it? Let's be a little playful. Let's
Hello to you too.
What? Is this some kind of joke?
Who are you? Relax. I'll tell you everything. But right now, we need to focus on you. Just to make sure you're all right. Can you answer a few questions for me?
Okay,
Do you remember who you are?
I'm Jan Dolski.
Good. And what is your role on this mission, Jan?
I'm a botanist. So, wait, this is it? The mission? Did we land?
Well, we did land.
I'm afraid things went sideways during the landing. Everyone died. Except for me.
You. What about me? Are you... Are you real?
Just as real as you.
Then, what's going on?
It's like we're alternative versions of the same person.
Wow, but why is this happening?
You know, I had to say sometimes it's interesting the sort of like the paths they give you through these conversations, and a lot of the time I feel like I kind of understand why they give you the different approaches, but I cannot fathom what the value of saying more real than you to this guy in this moment would be. These are kind of this. I guess the question is, am I representing it as saving myself or saving the mission?
I told you, everyone died. I had to use my DNA to recreate a crew if I wanted to save the mission.
That doesn't make any sense. We're not exactly the same.
Yes, we're different. You made different decisions in your life.
I'm not sure I understand.
You know what? I think you should just rest a little and read the mission logs. You'll find all the answers there.
Sure. Yeah, mission logs, so why not? Hey, wait. If all this is... If I am... I mean... What about my wife? Where is she? I need to know.
Yeah, that's actually a fascinating question. Presumably he's married to. We didn't actually get to read his life path yet, right? So, presumably he's talking about Lena, but. Ooh. Okay, listen. No matter what the no matter what the case is, this is true, right?
She's on Earth, and we need to figure out how to get there.
And those other options were less so, or at least
What do you want from me?
not helpful.
We'll need all the help we can get. Someone to run the greenhouse, prep the food, so on. Trust me, you'll have a lot to do.
I'm not sure I'm ready to work just like that.
Right. Like I said, rest, go through the logs, meet the rest of the crew, and let's talk again in a while. Yeah, I'll see you around.
Yeah, that's an interesting interesting issue, interesting thing he points out there about his wife, and I think we should all congratulate me. Just take a moment here to congratulate me on what a good job I did, not using the Borat voice. Okay, so we've opened up some new research here. Unlocks the hub pylon, which has a much greater range than a standard pylon. It does not say whether or not it is more materials. I wish that it was clear about the material requirements versus the standard pylon. Because if it's just a straight upgrade, then I do think that's probably a pretty high priority. Climbing for a single energy is absolutely rad. Alks organics conversion. Okay. We've never encountered this this resource yet, so not a high priority. Oh, base expansion. We desperately need base expansion. Yeah, the ability to expand the organics tank to size 450, but also just to, for us to be able to fit more things as we continue to unlock rooms and whatever. We've also unlocked the gym, which that other Jan, I'm already forgetting which one, the refiner Jan, would be happy to see, and the contemplation room, where a distressed alter can get better alone or under the supervision of the shrink or the guard. It doesn't feel to me like the guard. Okay. Medium storage with a capacity of 300, 4 times wider and 2 times shorter than a small storage. 2 times shorter is not. They mean it's half as tall. But technically, the meaning of 2 times shorter is that it takes up negative space, right? Because 1 time shorter would be no height. They're not primary English speakers, right? They come from it's fine. It's not a big deal. Anyway, sorry, I didn't enter that menu to look at research at all. That's not what I was doing. What I was doing was this. So obviously, this is your job. You're doing research stuff, which is critically important. You're on workshop, but we don't really need you to be on workshop. Production. Well, okay, the dumbbells are still being made. We got plenty of food right now. Let's go ahead and get some more of that going. All right, so Jan Technician, you're doing fine right now. We don't need anybody in the kitchen. Well, we will need someone in the kitchen soon. I guess I can just let you chill for the moment. Well, I do what? We're basically just waiting for research to happen. There is exploration to be done. Right? We did have a spot where there was a path that we haven't pursued the whole way, I think. So I guess let's go out and do that. Not this button. This is the command center, not the airlock.
What a shitty day.
Sorry, Jan Refiner. Yeah, he looks less happy than Jan Technician, and that's like, that's sort of the grim bottom line. Yeah, so down here, we had tried to go this way and had been run off by Scary Anomaly, but there was this medium climb that I never was able to access. So let's come at it from here, where we can start with full power. Where is the climb down surface? It is unfortunately going to be a little bit of a walk. Getting the pinging. I don't remember exactly where all the anomalies are on the path. Okay, yeah, this is the right way. Here we go. We go, yeah, we can go this way around this one. Oh, that one's right the fuck there, huh? It does feel like they kind of bend toward us at times. Even the ones that are theoretically stationary. I can grab some spare metals while I'm out here.
Hey man, want me to lend a hand with this?
No, I want you to lend a hand with... Yes, the kitchen. Okay, because we don't actually have that many days worth of food prepped.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
That might be a yes. Because we don't need... We have a few repair kits on hand. Oh, we don't have any radiation filters. And I don't need them running right now, but I probably do need at least a few. Why don't you go ahead and make a couple of these? And then, yeah, obviously we're going to have to put somebody on organics mining at some point. But actually, it's like pretty good odds that's me, right? Okay, so we've never seen what's past here. Wow, another climb immediately. That's interesting. Okay, geez. This, what did I put in the research thing next? I'm actually gonna hit cheaper. I'm gonna queue cheaper climbing. I cannot do that. You know, I guess that's true. It is grayed out. Oh, because what? Because I don't even have cheaper batteries. All right, I think that's actually going to turn out to be important. So all this, the only place that this leads to... Oh, no, okay, there's a rock blockade there. I hadn't recognized it as such. But we can set up this. I think I have a couple of drill charges left. not super low on these. Oh.
Hey, what's happening? Radiation at this time of day?
Okay, so that climb is actually, like, there's no reason to make that climb. So we come back down. It could be this, and then that.
Yeah, I noticed we're missing a few rad filters. So better get back inside now.
All right. I mean, everybody inside's taking the rads, like, pretty much as bad as I am, right?
Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
Well, I was gonna have you go out and mine. You know what? Let me bump the tech to maintenance, because it turns out we need it. And the refiner can jump on this. Because it turns out we're gonna need them. I'm glad that I was already building them. In fact, put another one in the queue. Okay, so from here it would actually be best to just run this way. Okay, I think we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Oh, what am I doing? I should have just used the fast travel on the... Well, whatever. It's not that much extra distance, but I should have just used the fast travel on the refinery. Okay, so everybody's taking rads. I'm definitely taking rads faster than everybody else.
Going on?
Are we auto loads on? Okay. For the best at the moment. Okay, radiation barriers consuming radiation filters way faster. I was gonna say that seemed like double usage.
We don't have enough radiation filters.
Well, I'm fucking working on it, aren't I?
Did you manage to recreate the blueprints? Believe it or not, I did.
Yes, like, is he going to... He's going to consider this to be patronizing, I think.
I knew you would. Can't say that didn't motivate me. I don't often thank people, but thanks for believing in me. Anyway, now it's all down to getting those anchors in place. You'll need a specific type of superconductive polymer to build them. This is getting annoying. Can't anything be simple around here? You like simple, do you? Let's not get into the implications of that. So, where do I get these polymers from? They can be produced in a refinery. Good thing you already built one. You can set up production at once. Let me warn you, it's a time-consuming process, so you'd better step on it. But I believe in you. Huh. Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Okay. So, what are we looking at here? The bridge anchors are going to require 20 metals and 20 polymers each. Placed on a new marked spot by the lava river to create bridge support. So, presumably we'll need, like, at least 2 of them. So, in the refinery, polymer package is made of... And our organic supply is really taking a beating. And We need 20 per anchor, probably 2 anchors. So, then I'm out of minerals. Yeah, I need more everything, as always. All right, well, y'all are all doing important stuff, so I will go down to the refinery and get to work on that.
Command room's down. What next?
How's the production queue in the workshop going? We're clear. We're gonna need more repair kits probably, but I'm a little leery of... Here, start making the bridge anchor. The one bridge anchor that we can make. Okay, no, it says craft and place 4 bridge anchors. I was figuring because it seemed like we have to place them, you know, on the one side of the river, but okay. 4 is harder. 4 is more. We don't really have a good sense of how long it will take for maintenance to get done. No, not really. All right. I guess I could just go to sleep. Like, we're in that period of time. I don't think there's a lot else that I could be doing right now. And we want the very much like for the storm to be over. Uh-oh. Night radiation's creeping forward. The sun is approaching. What new resources have appeared on the planet's surface? Lucky me. Okay, so let me just...
Can you come see me? There's a thing.
Great. Love to hear that. Okay, greenhouse. Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted the production queue. Greenhouse. We're probably okay on meals for the moment then. Let me have Greenhouse Jan go to the kitchen and just make food. We're all set on repairs. Research lab, obviously there's tons of research stuff to do. We have stuff coming out of the workshop still, I think. Yeah. So right now, I think we're definitely putting some people in refinery mode. No, sorry, not refinery mode, not literally. I meant, yeah, this. In particular, Jan Refiner can go work the organics outpost. We're gonna need more minerals too. Did I leave the minerals outpost up? I didn't even remember that. Obviously, Jan Scientist is quite busy. Jan Botanist is busy. Jan Technician can go get us this stuff. We have enough rupidium for... We don't need rupidium right now, honestly. And then I gotta go get us minerals. Or not minerals, sorry. I gotta go get us metals. Alright, this stuff all just like it remains marked. This kind of annoys me. Like if we have seen the text of the tooltip, it is actually not necessary to leave this. Ugh, this is ridiculous. It is actually not necessary for us for it to like make you look at it a second time.
It's over. We made it.
All right, everybody's glad I did the thing. I gotta go talk to Jan before he gets out of here. The dormitory. I don't remember how I reorganized the base. Refiner, scientist, tech. What's up, buddy?
wanted to talk?
Yeah, the magnetic storm. Quite a ride, huh? Tell me about it. Glad we're out of it. For good, I hope. Hope is the mother of fools. If you ask me, it looks like recurring magnetic storms might be a thing around here. We should think about how to prepare in case another one hits us. Any ideas? Actually, yes. Tell me. Well, it's pretty obvious that during emergencies, the base relies heavily on existing supplies, right? Right? That means we could use a smarter way to manage our production, to make sure we have a stable backup of all the crucial stuff. That would be nice. Well, listen to this. I found something in the manuals. The procedure we could set up. It's called Uphold Production. It lets you choose any item you want to produce. Let's say a radiation filter, and establish the amount of it you always want to have at the ready. Whenever you have less items on stock than you need, new ones will be queued for production automatically. Just like that. Huh. That sounds like it could spare us a lot of micromanagement. Exactly. Try it out and maybe we won't die because someone forgot to make mush.
Doesn't seem like a huge problem, honestly, like in terms of all the stuff that we need to solve in the world. But yeah, I mean, it's a good idea to have radiation filters on hand, obviously. I actually don't know that I want to mess with this too much because I want to keep a pretty close eye on our resource levels myself. I think for right now, I'm not gonna stress about it. Call available. Hopefully this won't take up too much of our actual working time because we do have stuff to do.
Lucas, what is it now?
Hey, Jan. Sorry to bother you again, but there's this thing you need to take care of ASAP.
Other than Rapidium?
Yes. Your wife, ex-wife.
Lena? What happened?
Oh, nothing. It's just that, someone from the board informed her about your status, and it's gotten a little nervy. You know she can't find out about the altars, right?
I know that. I'm not stupid.
I know that you
Good.
would not want her
Great.
to.
Still, the thing is, she's asking around, trying to find out things herself. So, can you just please tell her not to? You know, next time she calls.
Tell her to... Yeah, that's a good one. Telling Lena to back away will just work her up, especially if it's coming from my mouth.
Oh. Well, then maybe just, I don't know, reassure her? Like, say everything is fine and you need focus time, stuff like that?
So here's a question. Like, we're being asked a little bit here, I guess, like, what was the nature of the breakup? I will say that our version of Jan does feel like a little bit... The version of Jan who never acquired any real specialty, it does feel like a little bit of a sad sack, like definitely self-pitying. And we've seen enough of this kind of stuff in his dialogue that I think this is the natural way to go here.
I don't know, Lucas. I wish I could talk to her, but I just don't feel convincing enough. Whenever I open my mouth, I seem to be saying something other than I intended.
Oh, that sucks. Still, we definitely need to solve this problem. Hey, how about this? Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but what if maybe there's an alter of yours out there who would know how to talk to her?
What? You mean...
Yeah, someone, you, who she'd listen to.
Huh. Interesting.
Just give it a shot, Jan. We really can't let anyone find out. It's for your own good.
You guys seem to be worrying about my good a lot.
I hope you don't doubt that, Jan. I gotta go offline now. Best of luck. L7 out.
Okay. They really want me to do a little uphold production. You know, it won't hurt, I suppose, to set up a minimum mush level in the kitchen, because we don't eat mush unless we are out of the good food. So, okay, there's a button for this. Yeah, okay. So drag to change order, remove. I would like to, wait, no, I don't want to drag it. I want to just, it would be good if there was always in the production queue, you know, an uphold enough mush for everybody to have food for the day. Okay. That's a pretty simple version of that thing that is ultimately pretty harmless. So I did this already. Please banish your tooltips. They really are going to, okay. How do I decrease it if I increase it? Because I don't, well, whatever, I'll just bump it up again. Oh, it's just not going away. All right, whatever. I don't, we'll just play with the tooltip in the way. I hate these really aggressive UIs. Okay, I need to go out and explore and gather. Okay, so here are the points. Okay, so we do have to do both sides of the bridge placement. We can't just set up a thing on one side that'll shoot the cables across, which is what I was hoping, the kind of thing I was hoping it would be. All right, so new minerals or new resources have appeared on the surface, and I'm hoping that means, yeah, I mean there's a fair number of shallow metals to go gather. The exploration's important too, obviously, for getting our bridge placement going. And obviously I could save a lot of time by dragging out some pylons. Right, if we set up a hub pylon at the end. How much pylon material do we have in storage? Blah, 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 blah. We have 3 pylon components. Okay. So we're going to want enough to put down a hub at the end, and a hub is 3 by itself. How expensive are pylon components to make? Pretty expensive, actually. All right, let me just go out and let me go out and get some metals for us. While everybody else has plenty to do. I should make sure that that's actually the case. Is everybody on something useful? The base got fixed. Kitchen has stuff in its production queue. We're pulling minerals and organics. Yeah, everybody's doing stuff that matters. One thing I think there basically always should be in games is a get all this garbage off my screen button. Just something simple that you can press that banishes tooltips like this, because that information, especially here in this game, everything's duplicated and reduplicated. that information is in other places. It's not like if I lose this tooltip, we will never be able to find out how to set up uphold production, right? So I guess I better go. I better go recharge, and then probably I should fast travel. Yeah, I don't need to run over and clear the shallow minerals. Like, I don't know how much of a priority this is. Part of me wants to just run back and check the area around here for more loose minerals since we've been told the resources have appeared. But I guess we have to get eyes on this stuff eventually. It's just like the next time I go out there, it should either be the time that we're laying down the bridge thing so I don't have to worry about it again later, or it should be a time when I'm trucking pylons that I can use to actually fast travel. So yeah, let's jump back to here and do a little bit of scouting. Although I wonder, would it just show us on the map if more mineable resources had appeared? Because it did do that with the okay, we haven't finished any of our anchors yet. It did do that with those two deposits up there. Just some loose organics laying on the ground. That's fun. Yeah, it's starting to feel to me like it might be worth it to set up the 4th refinery. Maybe. Let's pop in here and do a little... Okay, the refinery's damaged. Let's pop in here and do a little bit of workshop stuff ourselves. So... we need more polymer packages. We have to end up making 4 bridge anchors. One of them is partway done, but we gotta get the resources together for 3 more. So I need 60 polymers in total. We are waiting on minerals, but we have somebody mining minerals. Shit's coming in. So, I guess it's not critical that we get that set up, and if we set it up, we're gonna have to use it. We're gonna have to move it again. Let's get a repair kit going. You know what? Honestly, like, repair kits are probably a pretty good, like, let's make sure we have like 3 repair kits and a couple of radiation filters at any given time. That's reasonable. Drill cartridges too? Maybe. I'm not gonna put these in uphold mode, but I am gonna just, like, let's build a couple more. Because it's not like we're running into new drill cartridges all the time. Yeah, okay, so let's get to work on this stuff then.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
What's he trying to do? He's trying to move to base maintenance. Let me shuffle some people, actually. Yeah, we'll pull you to maintenance, and Botanist Jan can go do some field work. Okay, so we've finished researching base expansion. We have the ability to base expand, right? I need to go look at. Hey, what a coincidence! I'm right here. What are we looking at in terms of that cost? We need more minerals than we currently have, but we have minerals coming in all the time. Okay. The workshop is through here. Not that. This. What was it? It was 40 minerals, right? Okay, let's see. Alright, great news. We now have an organics tank large enough to cover our journey cost, and we could actually run a second elevator and build around it, and yeah, this is all kinds of helpful. There is a part of me that wants to slide the whole base up one tier right now, but I'm gonna fight the urge and just leave it. And I see the phone call. I'm very busy. Alright, we clear the entire production queue. No, I absolutely did not. There's still... Why... I'm holding E because I want to keep working. Alright, we're get into sleepy time, and I guess this is a good time to take a call. There's a lot of this stuff going on. If it's Lena, we actually don't answer it, right? Okay, Lucas, what?
Lucas, what's up?
I thought I'd check up on you. How's that bridge going?
It would be going faster if I was not constantly dealing with this.
All good, Lucas. Everything under control. Why do you ask?
Well, I just wanted to tell you again how important what you're doing is. You know, collecting rubidium. In case you forgot, which would be totally understandable. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want you to feel pressured. You don't have to worry about it now if you've got more important things on your list. Just, don't forget about it completely, okay? Keep it in the back of your head, please, for when you're less busy.
Okay, Lucas. Noted.
Perfect. Speak soon.
Why does that call... What? For what reason did you bother me? Captain's... Where did I put my bed? That's right. I moved it to the right side of the elevator. It is difficult to sort of like get into the like swing of the game because there are so many interruptions. I want to just like do the resource generation and building work and stuff. All right, so let's make sure everybody's queued up for today. The kitchen is clear. We have plenty of food. The greenhouse doesn't need to be worked today. We are going to need somebody doing refinery work. We're going to need a couple of miners. Okay. And of course, Science Man is doing science stuff. So... Technician, go out here. Refinery Man, do refining. Okay, cheaper batteries will be done by the end of the day. Cheaper climbing will be on the way after that. And just, yeah, generating resources is a thing that we will do. So that leaves me in the workshop. All right, we got to produce those, and I'm pretty short on metals right now. Do we have 50 metals coming in? Wait, where are we getting 50 metals from? We have somebody mining minerals and organics. Huh. Well, whatever. The important thing is we do need to make the things I've queued up. So... workshop. That is a very good, very responsive ladder, by the way. Video game ladders can be a huge pain in the ass, and that one is not. And it's really important that that one is not.
Should I go there next?
Because you use it a ton. I think so. I think there's not anything else critically important to do. I guess actually I'm gonna bump you to this base maintenance. It turns out we do need to pull somebody back pretty frequently. What an annoyance. Why is shit gotta just break down on a hostile planet? Where the air is radiation and acid. Okay, so I think the 05 plus 50, what it actually meant was there's 50 units of metals in stuff that's in queued, so you could reclaim 50 if you needed. Okay, do we see any more easy metal deposits? We don't. Maybe we do need to just build one more. One more mining outpost, but that would still require us to get 30 minerals. These are grim times. We need the minerals to get the mining outpost. We need the mining outpost to get the minerals. What shall we do? I suppose we shall simply die. Airlock. Airlock is what I want. I'm totally out here missing things. Okay, so we don't have the tools for laying down the pylons I want. It's possible that we will find more minerals out there. Or, yeah, like... it's possible. Okay, now wait. Actually, you know what? If he's done in the refinery... Oh, no, yeah, we need metals for the bridge anchor. I was going to say, if we can just build one more bridge anchor real quick, I can place the 2 bridge anchors on that side, and we can make it so we don't need to go back over there. Go this way, up here, and then straight around. Don't do that climb. Cheaper climbing is in the queue. Big fan of that. Magnetic storm analysis probably is a good idea to pick up. We also could focus on number of scanner probes rises and the connection between them is longer. That's fine. Give me hub pylons after this. I think that'll be a reasonable upgrade. Okay, so this is the first climb. Look how much I'm helping. Is this another power climb immediately? Yeesh. But a book. This book has been in my pile of shame since my early days at the uni. It was supposed to be eye-opening, but I never made it through the first pages. Seemed a little too anti-utilitarian to me. I took it with me, hoping to finally read it during the long, boring evenings in the base.
Yes. I was missing that.
Okay, and it turns out we need to make it up here, so yeah, you can do this, or you can skip this stuff and run that way, it looks like. But obviously this way it requires you to deal with the scary anomaly. So we do have a suit battery. We just researched cheaper batteries, and we're on cheaper climbs in general. I'm just gonna charge now, because I think we'll be able to do this off of a single full suit charge soon enough. Boy, the landscape here is really something.
What is this? Another anomaly?
It's certainly
It looks
something.
out of this world.
It doesn't have the same sort of like menacing. In fact, it kind of has. It looks like it has readouts coming out of it. Well, I can't interact with it beyond what you're seeing there, so I guess that's that.
This looks like a good spot to place the bridge anchors.
Also, for some reason, a mining base. Oh no, I guess those are it's just the construction symbol. Never mind. Well, I can put one of them down at least. Portable nano-enchanted bridge. Science advanced enough that it may as well be magic. Yeah, what else do we got around here? So that's just the way back up there. That's the thing to maybe have a science conversation about. And unfortunately, an interal vein. And unfortunately, the only vein over here, the only thing to do over here, loose mineral wise, is minerals, which we don't really need more of all that badly. Which is not to say that I'm not going to take them, obviously. So we don't spend all that much time around the things anyway. Gotta make sure I'm picking up all of the metals that we see, though. It's very important. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. I forgot which one I was dealing with. I had to touch those first. So it looks like when you touch them, they pretty much just give you a blast of radiation, which is kind of what I figured, because there's not really a lot else for them to do. You know, systematically, there's not a lot of ways that the game has to threaten you. Alright, figured it was worth throwing in another quick gather since everybody's gone to bed for the night. Okay. So we're working hard on acquiring organics. Production queues are pretty well cleared. We got the resources for more polymers, and that's important. But at this point, we're actually metal starved. And I might need to pull the rupidium mine, I guess. Yeah, probably. All right, a task for the morning. We should get a little bit more rupidium, but then we can move it. Given the miraculous nature of this stuff, it does seem a little silly to be like, yeah, we don't need that much, whatever. But it's just sort of the situation around here. So if somebody wants to... How are we doing on research? We're going to finish cheaper climbing today. Yeah, we're still not going to be able to make that. The refinery thing doesn't need to get done in a huge hurry. So yeah, let me go out and do that. So what's everybody else doing? Okay, y'all are doing stuff. We don't really need the minerals all that badly. Why don't you go to the workshop and get some things done down there? And I pop out to here so that I can work this a little bit. It's like 25 or 30 rupidium to branch, right? Let me just get us to like 50 so that we have a supply.
Should I take care of this now?
Yes. Alright, but the rest of the pylons are staying because they're important for, yeah, they're important for reaching the other thing. Speaking of which, I think running to that real quickly is our fastest way back. I was wondering if doing that was going to instantly refill my battery or not, and sadly it did not. I wonder if I can...
All done. Should I take care of this now?
Okay, I can get this from down here. Perfect. Alright, I got a task for you after all, friend. You get to work in the metals outpost. Hooray! And I suppose we may as well, you know what? Let's just work all the outposts. Everybody fill the things with the stuff. Okay. So with all this done, everybody mining or researching. Like placing this bridge anchor and base interior work are the two things. See what else we can get going from the workshop now. We'll have enough metals for the bridge anchor soon. I guess I can go put together a little bit more polymer, because I think we're going to need one more charge. Alright, cheaper climbing is finished. Also, we pulled in enough metal. I should be able to get another bridge anchor going. Set straight across here. It is not. I will never remember. Jan, go. Okay. It's a real strange guy, that Jan Dolski. Say stop. Oh, when he stopped, he undid all of his progress. He was like 60% of the way through that thing, and he stopped due to becoming tired. And I was expecting, upon pressing the button, for him to just pick up, because we would have gotten it done before exhaustion. But no, he just threw all the work away. What an asshole. Young scientist is looking kind of mad. Maybe we should have like a movie night or something. What you doing in here, buddy?
I made a curious discovery. Another distortion? I don't know. It was different this time. It didn't look dangerous, no radiation. Actually, it didn't do anything. But it caught your attention. It's like nothing I've seen before. It must have something in common with the other distortions. Question is, are they the cause or the reason of so much rupidium here? I'd like to study them more. So would I. And for that, we'll have to design our own tools. Do you have anything specific in mind? Let me think about it. I need to look through Professor Frankov's lectures, as well as notes from other expeditions. We have a theory. I just need to find a way to put it into practice.
Do we have a theory? Is that a thing? Do I want to like give him... Here's the thing, I don't know if he would particularly want any of these things. I definitely don't want him talking to Lena. I don't think that's going to work out at all. Let's prioritize this over the hub pylon. Not that I'm not interested in the hub pylon, but let's say, priorities, like I say. Alright, let's go to the dormitory. Let's...
Look at this beauty. Jan gave me my old lucky multi-tool. Now that's what I call a practical gift. What a shitty day.
Everybody just standing around and being like, Jan, I think Jan is doing a good job on these particular fronts. Here's where my feedback for the player is positive. All right, we're getting to dig in on mechanical stuff a little bit here. We are going to be able to run over and place that other bridge anchor, and that's exciting. We have a path now to getting out of here.
Hey man, can we talk?
Yeah, we can talk in a second. You interrupt my outro later. No, wait. You talk to me later, so you don't interrupt my outro. Is what I meant to say. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We have a path to getting out of here, and I think we're going to actually be able to put it into action pretty soon. At this point, honestly, like, our biggest bottleneck is just the speed of mining organics. It turns out we need a ton, and we're always spending them, and it's hard to keep that tank full. So come back next time for an awful lot of mining and maybe a little bit of shooting our incredible hyperbase over a big lava river, Dukes of Hazzard style. And we'll see you then.